Hello and welcome to our ring workout. We're going to start off with some rollbacks. So we're going to tuck the tailbone, rolling down one vertebrae at a time with our arms out in front. If you can't go all the way down, just go as low as you feel comfortable, where you can keep your core engaged, and peeling back up one vertebrae at a time. Trying to go as slow as possible to make it more challenging, and rolling all the way up, sitting up nice and tall. Now we're going to go back to halfway, turn, squeeze the ring, back to center, roll up. Other side now. Squeeze the ring, back to center, rolling back up. Roll halfway, turn, squeeze, center, back up. That's it. So to make it more challenging, you're going to go down even lower, so just before you touch the ground. Otherwise, find a position that is challenging enough for you. Making sure that we're not holding our breath while we're doing this one, wrapping those hip bones to the center of your body to engage your core. Rolling back up to center. All right, now we're going to lay all the way down and we're going to have our ring on one knee with our opposite hand. We're up in tabletop and extending that arm and leg that aren't doing any work. And while we're doing this, we're pushing on the ring as hard as you can the whole time. So really pushing against the ring, so hands pushing against it and then pushing your knee against it as well. While the other arm and leg are extending out, finding a position that's comfortable for you. And now we're going to swap sides. So same thing, pressing the ring the whole time, extending out, coming back in. Focusing on our breath for this one. Choosing how far you want to extend that leg out. If you go just before the ground, that's going to be more challenging than if you go up more towards the ceiling. Pressing against that ring the whole time and relax. All right, so now we're going to do same hand, same knee. So it's going to feel a little bit different. Still the same principle of pressing the ring in the whole time. Extending that other arm and leg out, lengthening as far as you can while still engaging through your core muscles. And changing sides now. So on the knee, pressing against it the whole time, extending that arm and leg out that isn't on the ring. Focusing on that breath. Making sure you're pushing, push against the ring. Really engaging through your belly. We're nearly there. And resting. Nice work. All right, we're going to put the ring in between our knees and we're going to do some pulses from here. So just little pulses. In and out, feet are on the ground for this one. That's it, in and out. And now we're holding in. Hold, trying to keep that same position. And back to pulses. Just little pulses, keeping that same pace. Now we're holding in to squeeze, trying to keep the same position on that squeeze the whole time, so don't let it slowly come out. And now we're going to do the next level, so up in tabletop pulses. That's it. If that's too challenging, just put your feet back down. So we're pulsing away, using those inner thigh muscles to do the work. Squeezing in now as hard as you can. Thinking about the inner thighs. Trying to push them together and back to pulses. That's it. And squeezing in as hard as you can. And resting there. All right, now we're going to do something a little bit fun. We're going to put our feet into the ring. And we're going to do a little bit of balancing with our core. So what we're going to do is extend the arm out, look over the shoulder while trying to keep balance. That's it. If you can, straighten your legs out, otherwise they can be bent. Opening up, twisting, opening up through the chest, looking over the shoulder. Trying to stay on those sit bones. As you can see, it's a little bit wobbly, and that's all part of it. We're trying to use those core muscles to help stabilize us while we're moving. So a little bit more of a challenge rather than just sitting still. And as we look away, we lose that concentration with our gaze. So we have to use our proprioception. So that's where we are in space. Now we're going to bend the knees, extending up while balancing the best we can. You can see I'm trying to not fall. And then extending up, pulling the ring towards your face. So tucking in, sitting up nice and tall, extending up, pulling against the ring to find that balance, and adjusting with our core muscles as needed. That's it. And resting there. All right, so now we're going to turn and we're going to do some push-up variations. So starting off with, we're going to do some triangle ones. So our hands are in the shape of a triangle and our ring is on our sternum, so the bony part of our chest, and we're going down, so face towards your hands rather than past it. So this ring gives you a little bit of assistance by having it on your sternum. So pressing up and down, you'll start to feel it in the triceps a little bit more. And now we're going to go into modified push-ups, so hands out underneath your shoulders. Elbows are going out on a 45-degree angle. And you can see how I adjusted my hands closer so they're under my shoulders. Trying to go down as low as you can. Focusing on that breathing, elbows going back. All right, adjust the ring if you need to. Now we're going to try full push-ups. If this is too challenging, just do one of the other options that we just did. Focusing on the breathing, we want our body to move as one. So we don't want our bum sticking up in the air or our hips sinking down. And resting. All right, so now we're going to stay on our hands and knees with our ring out in front, arms straight, and we're going to pulse here. So our hand is flat, our arm is as straight as we can, and we're pushing against the ring. And now we're holding. All right, now we're going to add a leg hold, so opposite leg lifted, and we're going to pulse through that ring. So we're trying to keep the hips level while we do this one, engaging the core, and we're holding now, keeping that leg up in that position and resting. So we're going to do the other side now, so just the hand, pressing down with a flat palm, still engaging through our belly. Our hand on the ground is going to be underneath our shoulders, and we're holding. All right, now we're going to lift up that leg, keeping that balance, making sure our hips are staying in line with each other, so one's not lifting up. Pulsing away, and now we're holding. Focus on that breath and relax. Bye.